All Luke wants to do is to be able to travel the world and not worry about income, not worry about having to come back to a job, not worry about saving up his holiday leaves. He just wants to be able to make money online so he'll be able to travel the world, hike and do cool things and get the cool cars that he wants. And that's exactly what we're going to try to get Luke to achieve. So in this consulting session, Luke has been doing dropshipping for like nearly 6 months now and he hasn't been able to get it to work. He's actually found a few sort of small winning products and been able to sort of get slow traction with dropshipping. And this is definitely something that's highly relatable because I know a lot of people are in the exact same situation as Luke is in right now. And I think this consulting session will help a lot of people. So here's a session where I go ahead and answer all these questions. Yeah, please introduce yourself to everyone, your name, your age, and where you're from, Luke.
I'm 27. I'm from Scaries. I've been doing dropshipping, I'd say, for 6 months. And I'm just struggling a bit with my marketing, I think, is probably the worst aspect of this game.
Got it. And how long have you been following my content for?
I say I've been following you for 5 months. I'm always sticking up a like, so I could probably go back and check, but I don't think I have time for that.
Got it. And tell me about what's your current level in dropshipping. What's your business level? Have you launched your first store? Yeah.
I've got 2 stores at the moment. One store kind of took off a bit for me, but then the coronavirus came, so I don't know if it was the coronavirus or if it was the product that just started dying. So I'm just back to square one with this, and I just can't get anything going at the moment again, so it's just struggle street at the moment.
I guess, where do you want to take your business to?
Just want to be able to get a bit of money so I don't have to work a job and I can go travel the world.
Awesome. And then I guess let's jump straight into what's sort of stopping you from getting there.
Finding products to sell, really, finding an audience, branding myself. Like at the moment, I've got one website called Simple Deals. That was the one that kind of took off. It was just kind of a general. I just thought you could like trends. I usually seen like trendy sites with URLs. They seem to be doing good, but like it's not really branded though, is it? If you were like setting up like a new URL, you were fresh out of the blocks, like would you go for like a general or would you go for something like one product store or a niche store?
I'd go for a general.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. And then try and find a winning product and then bring it down to one product or a niche.
Correct.
But I don't know, like, if it's too spammy though.
Got it. And why do you think a general store is too spammy?
No, I'm just talking about like Simple Deals, like as in the brand itself.
Got it. So I definitely don't think it's spammy. If you look at eBay, if you look at wish.com, a lot of those are general stores and they're not spammy at all. I've definitely seen some stores that are something like Simple Deals or Top Trends of the Day or those like bidding websites where they have a sort of spammy like URL name where it's like Top Bargains, but they do perfectly fine.
And I got a Facebook score because I originally, when I found my winning product, it was a pair of shorts and they were selling really well. Like I say I was doing around 15 to 20 a day for around 10 days I was doing that. And then that died off, so I tried to sell other gym niche products. So I was selling like a push-up board. Did you see that at all?
I've seen those push-up boards where you could sort of move it into different shapes or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I've seen that product.
I sold, I'd say, around 10 of them while I was testing it, and the supplier kind of screwed me over where he had given me tracking numbers and he shipped them out, and then like a few other orders he didn't ship them out, and it was my own fault. I just didn't look at the back end of it, and customers started complaining, and then I realized that they weren't shipped out. So my Facebook score went down to like 1.6. It's gone back up to 1.8, but like it was all just because of the coronavirus basically.
Got it. So the lower your feedback score, the higher your CPMs, and Facebook is going to show your products and ads to less people at a higher cost. Now it only gets very bad when it's below 1.5. 1.9 is sort of like a okay spot to be in. You want to aim for above 1.9. So yeah, 1.8, you should be able to advertise normally. Worst comes to worst, create a brand new Facebook page.
Okay, and that's all right to just make a new like Facebook page, but use the same URL, yeah?
Correct.
Perfect. And for ad creatives, actually no, wait there. First I need to go to Facebook ads, right? Because I've actually asked you this before on Instagram about like what your strategy is for Facebook for the ads. So when you're launching ads, like when you said if you test a product for $35, you can find out if it's going to work or not. Like, could you elaborate more on that?
Got it. So with $35, usually I'll do 6 ad sets with 6 different interests at $5 each. So that would mean I'm spending $30 across 6 different interests. And usually by the end of the day, based on the results, I could tell if that product is going to work or not. If all 6 ad sets, they all have 0 sales, they have expensive cost per clicks, then that product isn't going to work and I just shut it down there. And within $30, I know if a product is going to work or not. If it has sales, then I'll let it run for longer periods of time.
If it has no sales?
If it has no sales, that's when I would kill it.
See, when I'm launching new ads now, I'm getting learning comes up. Do you get that in your ads? It says they're in learning phase.
Got it, I do, and I completely ignore it. That's Facebook's way of getting you to spend more money and letting the ad sets run for longer periods of time.
Yeah.
Because they didn't really change anything in the algorithm compared to 2 years ago when that sign wasn't there. It's still the same, but they just sort of added that there to make you let your ads run longer.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. So, right, so you're saying you need to test around 20 products with this strategy?
Correct.
Before you might see one winner, is it?
The average win rate is roughly around the 30 to 50 product mark. That's when you find a winning product.
Right, it sounds like a lot of testing.
Yeah, and you're spending roughly 3 to 5K to find a product that might bring you 50K.
Okay. For ad creatives, how do you like shape your ad creative? Like, would you say like blah blah blah, get yours here, and then have your URL link, or with the start of it, will you ask a question, or would you be how would you lay out like? Have you ever seen the product I'm testing now is like the little band or a little neck fan that cools you down? Yeah, so I'm testing that now. So I'm saying get cool for the summer and then get your link here. Or should I ask a question to create engagement? See, like marketing's so hard. Like I don't understand like if I need to create engagement to make my post better, or if I'd be real salesy and just be like, get yours for 50% cheaper.
Got it. So Facebook doesn't like it when you sort of explicitly ask for engagement. So when you tell people, please like or share if you want to get called, or tag a friend that would need this, Facebook doesn't like that. Now, when it comes to what you should do with the first line, you definitely want to do it with a hook. Now, a hook can be a question, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a question. The hook is something that really catches their eye and it stops them from scrolling. And a question is one way you could use a hook. For example, you say, this summer is going to be hotter than ever. Full stop. That is a hook. That isn't a question.
Right. And what would be your go-to hook?
So it depends on the product. So that would be the hook that I would use for that exact product that you told me.
It's a hard one, all right. And how many lines would you have in your ad copy? Are you just simple, like short and sweet, or do you like to add in a few lines?
Got it. If the product is under $35, I like to keep it short and sweet. If the product is like over $35, I like to make it a bit longer.
And how are you finding the market yourself at the moment?
So the dropshipping landscape is actually better than ever. People are struggling to advertise on Facebook. People can't advertise on Facebook due to the whole COVID situation. So right now CPMs are lower. There's less competition. Dropshipping is less saturated than it's ever been before. So I think right now the market's been better than ever.
Okay, and obviously you're up to date with Oberlo and all them other like YouTube channels that like launch what are the best niches and all that.
Right now, the niche that I seem to be working the best is products, things that are unique. In 2017, it was all about gadgets and kitchen gear, but now it's about like household products, things that are cool, things that don't necessarily have a use, but it just looks very aesthetic and people want to buy it, whether it's clothing, furniture, accessories. That's what people are looking for nowadays.
Oh yeah, that was another thing I was going to ask you. Print on demand. Do you do any print on demand?
I personally don't currently do it. I've done it in the past. I only recommend students to focus on one business strategy. You can't succeed on both dropshipping, AliExpress, and print on demand. I've seen no one succeed in both. They either succeed in one or the other.
Okay, for a print on demand store, are you looking like to just sell clothes? Because on Simple Deals, like I sell just clothes, so it's like I have the shop set up as like a sports niche, so it's all like gym clothes and then gym equipment.
Got it. So you don't have to sell only clothes if you don't print on demand.
Yeah, but would you like you have to be real branded? Like how would you brand a print on demand store?
I would have all my designs follow a certain niche. So if I have a store that is sort of cartoon-like, Rick and Morty-like, Simpsons-like, I have all my designs with that sort of feel to it. Now if I want a motivational store, entrepreneurial store, I'll have all my clothing that have a bunch of quotes, a bunch of hustle harder type of clothing. So that's how I would brand a print-on-demand store.
Back to marketing, when you're launching ads on like these unique products you're talking about, would you do video ads or would you just do picture ads, or would you do what you did with like 360 Glide and kind of like have picture ads that like kind of are like video ads?
Both,
it's weird, like
actually.
360 Glide, like you kind of like it was like you branded it really well. Like, is that how you brand all your stores?
Yes.
Yeah. And you do you have a general store? Like, would you test before? Like, how did you know that like 360 Glide would take off?
So the answer is no, I didn't know it was going to take off. I just had a gut feeling because I've tested over 300 different products plus in my lifetime. So I sort of know when a product works. And that was a very realistic example because that product didn't blow up and do like $200,000-$300,000. It was a product that the average person would probably not make $10,000 out of it. But since I had all the skill and experience, I was able to turn a product that wasn't a winner into a winner. So that's what I did with that example. And ideally, I wouldn't want beginners to test that watch because you wouldn't be able to be profitable or make any money off it. You would be only making money off real winning products. And I was just unlucky. For the case study, the product wasn't a crazy winner, and I couldn't create a cool, $0 to $200,000-$300,000 case study. It only went from 0 to 30K.
It was good to watch. Like, it was good to see your process of doing everything.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that series.
And how are you finding life at the moment in quarantine?
I think there's memes that say, when you find out that the quarantine lifestyle is your everyday life as an entrepreneur. I definitely can relate to that meme because, we work at home. I've just been doubling down on all my businesses because when times are tough, that's when you want to double down, and that's exactly what I've been doing.
Yeah. Marketing is just like, I just need to focus on that. Like, I know, like, I need to post on Instagram for my brands, and then I just need to just keep growing it. But like I found one kind of winner. I don't know, like it went, like I was making profit for like 15 days and then it just died off.
I think it's all comes down to persistence and focus. Right now you're definitely not focused. I think you're talking about brands, general store, print on demand, and that's definitely an issue. If I were in your situation, I'll just focus on one thing.
Oh yeah, I know. I know I am focused on I'm focused on testing at the moment. I was testing them bands on two Instagram shout outs, but nothing happened today, so back to the drawing board. The problem is with testing on Facebook, I'm like stuck in between your strategy of like $30. There's another fella on YouTube, Paul, I forget his second name, Zunner Barlow, but he kind of talks about the same strategy that you go on about testing for $35 and then kill if you don't see any like sales. So I like that strategy, but I was kind of doing my own thing where I was testing like $5 ad sets by 10, which was $50 a day, and wasn't seeing any results. So
yeah, man, you really want to stick to just one strategy and just test 50 products with that one strategy, and that's how you succeed. But yeah, do you have any last questions before we sort of finish up the call, Luke?
yeah, no, that's it. If I remember what I was going to say, I'll ask you on Instagram, because you're very good, you do answer back.
And there it is. That's a consulting session I just had with Luke. Lots of value bombs. I highly recommend everyone to re-watch this because it's so relatable. Everyone's in the same position, whether you've gotten a few sales, but you haven't been able to turn this into a full-time income. This interview is for you because it goes through a lot of golden nuggets, and definitely really listen to what I'm saying, because the tips that I might be giving might be harsh, but they're raw and truthful. And that's what separates the people who don't succeed with the ones who do succeed. Focus and just following one strategy. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's consulting session completely for free. If you guys want to win one of these, all you have to do is drop a comment below, follow me on Instagram, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll be picking the best comment every single video to give $1,000 worth of courses or consulting course too. Other than that, if you guys want to work one-on-one with me, sign up below, book in a free strategy session with either me or one of my team members, and we'll see if you're a right fit to join our Learn Ecom program. We'll go ahead and help hundreds of people every single day. So yeah, question of the day. Why are you working so hard to make dropshipping work? Put your answer in the comments below. Other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. I really appreciate your time and effort that you put into watching these daily videos, and I want to say thank you. And I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow with nothing but more value. Peace.